This picture shows a generic landmass that borders an ocean. Rivers start in the snowy mountains at the top of the image and flow between ridges to empty into the ocean. The flat area on the right side of the picture contains farms, forests, and grazing areas. Towns and industries have grown along the waterways, and there is a large metropolitan area between the mouths of two major rivers. The lower part of the image illustrates the area's aquifer, showing several strata of different types of rocks and sands that the groundwater passes through as it provides water for wells and center pivot irrigation before flowing out into the ocean. The water cycle begins with molecules evaporating from the ocean's surface and being transported as atmospheric moisture. As it releases its heat, the moisture condenses to form clouds and then falls to Earth as rain or snow. Once it has returned to its liquid state, the water seeps into the land to nourish plants, fill lakes, and recharge the groundwater. This water can return to the atmosphere through evaporation from bodies of water and transpiration through plants. Eventually, the water flows into streams and rivers, which flow back into the oceans, and the cycle repeats. Liquid water is stored in places called pools. Saline water is stored in the ocean, estuaries, brackish wetlands, and in saline lakes such as the Great Salt Lake. Fresh water is stored in freshwater lakes, artificial reservoirs, rivers, and wetlands. Water is also stored in less visible areas, such as in soil as soil moisture, and deeper underground as groundwater in aquifers. In its frozen state, water is stored at higher elevations or near the Earth's poles in ice sheets, glaciers, and snowpack. Frozen soil water is known as permafrost. Finally, water is also stored in its gaseous state over both the water and the land as atmospheric moisture, which we experience as humidity. The water contained in clouds is not water vapor, but liquid or frozen water. If it were vapor, we wouldn't be able to see the clouds any more than we can see humidity. The map also shows 6 human uses that have an impact on a watershed: forest water use, agricultural water use, grazing water use, industrial water use, municipal water use, and domestic water use. All 6 may be important to consider when you are working at the watershed level. We will talk more about water uses throughout this course.